Here's a little camping hiking trick. These backpacks can hold a lot of weight. This one, I got 21 pounds in this one. That's the equivalent of like a 5-pound tub of butter and a bowling ball, which coincidentally is exactly what I've got in my backpack, because first of all, you can never have enough butter, and if you run out, well, with a bowling ball you can get a spare. I'll be back later with more hiking trips. Here's another little camping trip. This is known as fungus humungus. It's been known to be toxic, sending thousands of toxins through the human body and affecting the nervous system. But this is totally a wives' tale, and I'll prove it right now. I can touch this and have virtually no side effects whatsoever. Okay, moving on.
Here's another little hiking tip for you. You know, sometimes when you're hiking, you can be kind of caught up with trying to get somewhere, get to your destination fast, and you forget to really look around and enjoy all the nature and beauty, and, you know, looking at the wildflowers and the animals and everything. This is a really good time to connect with nature and really enjoy all the beauty that God has given us. And snake!
Hi, back with more hiking tips. Sometimes when you're out hiking, you're going to find that nature calls, and you know what I mean. And you're not going to have a roll of Charmin or Northern with you, so you're going to have to use some kind of vegetation. Well, some vegetations can be, they're actually poisonous, like poison ivy and poison oak, and so you really want to know what you're using. So the best thing to do would be get a field guide that tells you what kind of plants are safe and which ones aren't, because you don't want to have some kind of rash or anything, and it's just good to know that kind of thing. So I'll be back with more hiking tips later. Here's another hiking tip. You know, when you're out hiking, you're going to run into a lot of other hikers, and you know, it's like a tight-knit group. These people, they have the same thing of interest as you do, and so whenever you see another hiker on the trail, you should always greet them kindly, you know. And hey, how you doing?
Shut up, pervert.
Have a nice day.
Can it, jerk?
It's like a brotherhood is really what it's like. Here's another backpacking tip. If you're going to hike like I am on trails that horses use, I know this sounds common sense, but you really got to watch for manure. There's a pile of manure right in front of me, and I'm not going to show it for obvious reasons, because that's just kind of sick to put on camera. But a lot of hikers make that mistake. They just trudge along, they step in it, and then they got that smell lingering and lingering. Oh, look, a peanut. It's fresh. Hi, here's another hiking tip. Sometimes when you're out in the wild, you're going to run across wildlife. Sometimes wildlife is in distress, and you're going to want to help it out. But you got to remember to let the wildlife be. Sometimes you can cause more damage. Like in this case, you've got a baby bird that fell out of its nest. Everybody wants to help out the baby bird, but when people touch a bird or its eggs, the mother bird will know that a human has touched it. So I want to help this baby bird, so what I did is I found some bird poop down the road a ways, and I washed my hands in the bird poop, so that should take the human smell out of it. And I'm going to try to get this baby bird, yeah, I'm going to try to get it back in its nest. So you'll see it's pretty high up. I'll give it a shot. I didn't quite judge the wind right. It's isn't that funny how some animals can sleep through anything? I'm going to give it another shot. I'm going to have to really give it a heave, because that nest is pretty far up. So let's give it a shot here. Well, it's not quite in the nest. It's on a branch just below it, but I think the mother should be able to find it. That's another hiking tip you got to think about.